Hello, today is Motivational Day, and I have two messages for you. The importance of friendship, and also I'm saying, believe in yourself. I also have a guest. Please join us. Hello, welcome to Take a Step to a Better You. This journal is about taking steps to make our life better. If you're returning, I appreciate you very much. In fact, YouTube these days shows us who is returning and who is new. If you are new, welcome. My name is Sherifa Nakalema, a business owner here in Virginia, USA, and I'm very passionate about taking our lives to the next level. Let's see what I do. I'm here daily. On Monday, I'm talking about YouTube tips. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm talking about money tips, business tips. Thursday, I like to drive around and show you. I'm in Virginia, so I show you, I drive and show you. Some people love it. Friday is live day. I'm live. We talk about anything and everything. I pick the topic, we go on with it. We discuss how to make our lives better. Could be time management, could be personal development, whatever it is, we do it on Friday. That's general. Then on Saturday, I come again. And this time is for those people live again who want to earn money online through affiliate marketing, more specifically, and also maybe the business tips. The way I'm going with it, I start mixing in the business tips, and I'm starting to invite people to Zoom so we can discuss it more, those who are taking steps. So we are busy. Then on Sunday, motivational day, like this one. It's motivational day to get that energy, to get rolling on Monday. And this motivation today, I invited a special guest. I think I didn't mention what time we come, but the schedule is showing you, right? 9:30 a.m. USA Eastern Time, Monday to Saturday. But on Sunday, I intentionally bring it a little bit later. So it comes at 1:30 p.m. USA Eastern Time. And intentionally, for people in Africa, we tend to do the others when they are working. I say, you know what, on Sunday, let's watch it together. Most of you watching me, maybe you are from Africa, but if you're watching it from somewhere else, you're welcome. Now, what I did today, I said, let me invite, there is a special person in my life, the friend. And I said, when I see the way she runs her life, I said, you are a true go-getter. Come share a message, pick a message. So she picked a message, which you're going to hear her speaking after me here. She's going to give you the message. She chose the topic. She's sharing a little bit of her story. And she, I think, hopefully, it will motivate you to think about your life a little bit differently. Now, I mentioned that this message is also about friendship. Because she's my friend. You know, I've been in America for 27 years now. 27. But she has been my friend. Let me tell you a little bit about, but you know what? Before I go to her, let me must first mention a special friend also. And this special friend was actually my sister. My sister who made so many, actually one huge decision. After Idi Amin, those of you in Uganda, that war, we ran out, and then she decided that you don't go back to the village because we used to live in Masaka. She said, you stay here in Kampala. That decision changed my life. And she took me away from our parents for me to stay as they were going back after the war. She decided to take care of me. It came from taking care of me to believing in me, to giving me the self-esteem. I think that's how I first learned about what it means to have unconditional love. I got it from my sister. She loved me, and then I surprised her, made her because I was doing well in school. She was so happy, proud of me. And then I went to Makerere University. She was so happy to be coming to Makerere to see me. So she was proud of me, but she taught me a special kind of friendship that I think is rare. So please, if you have a friend, take care of each other. Take care of that relationship. If you have someone who cares about you, who believes in you, please do that. That friend could be a sister, could be a mother, could be a father, could be anyone, but a friend. So this sister, unfortunately, she's not with us anymore. She died. Actually, she had a stroke, which then she died 6 months later. Very sad story. 2012. I'll show a photo of my sister so you see the person I'm talking about. I mentioned her, many videos. It comes. When I feel like talking about her, I do. But then what happened? Now, that's my sister. She's not with us anymore. I'm hoping and I'm praying that she's resting in peace, and God will forgive her whatever went wrong. I mean, so now let me go to this friend, the one in this video today. This one, we met. What happened? A good friend married a wife, and I went to see this new bride. Beautiful. I think that was 1994. So she was married from a Christian family. You know how those Muslims, they marry girls from Christian family and then they become Muslims, the women? That's what happened. But for her, when you see her, you may think she was born a Muslim. She loves it and she's learning all the time. So we kicked it off like we knew each other. Since then, up to now, I've been in America for 25 years. It's like I never left. So I see her. I was in Uganda until 1996. That's when I came to America. We're friends. But then during that time, as I was planning to come to America, I connected the two. That other sister with this one. The other one was older. She was older, but this one, I'm older than the one her name is Haniphah, by the way. Let's show her a photo. The Haniphah I'm talking about. She's a little bit younger than me. The other sister was older than me. But when I came to America, somehow I connected the two. So they became very good friends in Uganda, while I was a good friend with both of them here in America. But then, of course, what happened in 2012? My other sister died. But all the time, I was communicating with both. This one, somehow, I remember even when I went back to Uganda, we did the memorial for my sister. She was there. She stayed the night. She was crazy. She was not. I don't see her as a friend. She's like a sister. And as the friendship continued, I see her almost like my other sister, because she's as kind, she's as generous, as smart, as beautiful. Like, I keep saying, you remind me of my sister. So it's a good thing. Now, she has a story, and her story, in fact, that's how we got closer. Because I at that time I was working in Uganda Revenue Authority. So I was telling her, you know what, what's going on? I think this is what you do. I think what you do. So we're always talking about things. And this is a person that I think like sharing and good thing. She always takes me on. She always takes me on. Like when I say now, I think that's with Islam, we say, I think that's the dua you need. She does it. When I say these statements that I say, I'm happy and grateful, affirmation stuff, she does it all. So, and then it led to some good things she's going to tell you. So without she even came to America she was doing her other thing, but she knows where I live. She's been here. So I said, come talk to my go-getters. You choose what you want to say. Say whatever I want to say. So she chose the message. I'm going to hand it over to her. Let her tell you. Maybe you find something good in there, and then I'll be back to close it. So now, Haniphah Adrian Kakooza is her name. She'll talk a little bit more about herself. Okay, please, I'm coming back to close it. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Haniphah Adrian Kakooza. I'm here because my friend Sherifa Nakalema invited me to tell my story about believing yourself. We've been together with my friend for quite a long time, my sister, and she knows what I've gone through. That's why she was really asking me to tell you something about believing in yourself. She knows I've always believed in myself, and I've made what I am, of course, with the guidance and help of Allah, my creator. Yeah. I'm a married lady born in Uganda with 4 children, and I hold a degree in psychology. I'm here to tell you about my story, what I've gone through to reach where I am, so that probably you can pick something, one or two, to help you also believe in yourself and tell your story. Yes, I'm the last born in my family. And being the last born, actually, my parents, by the time I reached senior 2, 3, they were really getting old with no jobs. And they had to struggle here and there to look for school fees. But then, um, later on, I got school fees from my sister. She was paying for my school fees and I was excited. Everything was going really well. Actually, from senior 1, she was the one looking after me and paying school fees and everything. So I was living with her in Kampala. I was out of the village where I was during my primary when my parents were still looking after me. So things went on. Senior 1 was okay. Senior 2, I was in Uganda High School. But then when it reached senior 3, my sister got an electric shock. She died on spot, actually, on her way to the hospital. It was a very big turning point. It was so sad. It was, even right now when I talk about it, I feel like tears in my eyes. But anyway, I struggled. I just hold on. I had nothing to do. That is where my struggles actually started from. I started looking for school fees, going around my other siblings, trying to ask them to give me school fees and everything, but it was so difficult. One could give me 1,000 shillings, another one 2,000, but I was like, I must study. And there were even some men who volunteered to marry me so that they can take on my education. But I was like, no, I have to study before I get married. I have to finish studies. But they had money, they really were volunteering and were like, let's pay for you school fees. And then you can accept us. But it was in that era of HIV/AIDS, it was really rampant, and I couldn't just risk myself like that. So I was just gathering here and there, trying to make sure that, whatever this one has given me and this other sister and this other brother, I could gather. But of course, no one was willing to give me all the school fees. I really started suffering. I changed schools. By that time, remember, I was in Uganda High School. But I had to leave the school and go all the way to Masaka Secondary School. I struggled. My senior 4 was really, really a struggle. You know how candidates in Uganda can really read. I had to read, but even, getting a candle, just a candle to help me read my notes was a struggle. But anyway, I managed. I pushed on and on and on and on. I passed my senior 4, and I wanted to continue to HSC. And yes, I continued. I gathered some fees. I was working during my vacation. I gathered some fees and started senior 5. But did I finish? I didn't finish. I couldn't find any more, not any volunteer to help me with school fees. But there was a government thing in Ngozi, which was offering to free education to take a certificate in teachers training. So I took up that. I decided to just pack my things. I didn't even have a suitcase, and you can imagine a child of that age, 16 years. I mean, a suitcase is something. Carrying your clothes in a kavera, a polythene bag, is something that, is shaming. But I wasn't ashamed. All I wanted is to achieve education. I knew one day, one time, much as I wanted a degree, one day, one time, I'll get it. I'll get it slowly by slowly. As I tell you this story, I even feel like tears in my eyes because it wasn't easy at all. But, keeping on, believing in yourself, pushing on really can make it. You can do it. You can do it as long as you believe in yourself. My sister Sherifa, Sherifa Nakalema, has very, very motivational talks on YouTube, on Facebook. Please utilize them. Utilize them. As I was in Ngozi, because I had already started my education in senior 5 and I couldn't finish, I found them already on the way. I had to write notes. I could not sleep. Notes each and every night. I was copying notes. As I copy, I read. And just in 2 weeks' time, it was examination time, and I passed. I coped up. as like now this is my trend. In the beginning I didn't really want to be a teacher, but like there's nowhere where you cannot succeed. I've succeeded. I started as a teacher. From there I went on and got a diploma, still in education. I was working but getting very little. I was working as a teacher but getting very little money. I was like, okay, let me just continue with my education. I continued. That's why I'm actually emphasizing that you really have to utilize Angie Sherifa's shows, because they are really very educative. She has a lot of education material. And from there, you can really get a lot of knowledge. And whenever you got knowledge, you actually add on, you keep on adding on. As long as you believe in yourself and say, I will do it, I can do it, I'll manage. That is the strength I want in you. So, as I finished my diploma, I got my other sister was working in HIV/AIDS counseling department in Zambia hospital. There was a government still scholarship to study counseling. She put in my name, but they only wanted medical people, nurses. And she said, but I think you're a bright person and you're so motivated and you have that energy to continue. Please go and take it up. I went, took it up. I studied with nurses, medical doctors, but ideally, it was meant to be for only medical people. I caught up. I got so much of that information in the medical field, and then I started actually yearning to, or actually advance in that area. And yes, I did. I asked for a job in Molago. There was a clinical research study that was ongoing, which I actually applied. Lucky enough, I passed the interview and I was given a job. Within that, remember, I had a diploma and a certificate in HIV/AIDS counseling. I also had a certificate in education. But within, as I was there, I tried to be helpful. I was really helping the doctors, helping the nurses, engaging in so many activities while I was actually learning, incidental learning, and they actually mentored me to help them out because they saw I was a useful person, very hardworking. They took me up, and my manager took me to Nairobi to continue studying. I got a certificate there in clinical research monitoring. I got another training in Netherlands. I also continued. I got a postgraduate diploma in advanced in a clinical research, advanced medicine, and research-based medicine. I got a postgraduate diploma in that. I continued. I joined. I took up a master's degree. Before that, I got a degree in psychology. That's when I applied for the other postgraduate diploma in that area. So I graduated in both, got a degree, second class degree in psychology, and then also got this postgraduate diploma. By that time, my manager really liked me a lot because I was hardworking and I was dedicated, and I was also learning more new things every time. Right now, many people think that I'm a doctor, but I'm not. But my current job, I'm a clinical research associate, and this helps me move around countries, multiple countries, to do my work, clinical research monitoring. I'm a clinical research associate. But this was because I struggled to learn and also continue to struggle and learn more and more, add on. As like, my parents raised me up. They got me up to senior 4. And of course, eventually, my dad died, yes. But that couldn't stop me from advancing. That me, I didn't study because my parents didn't have money. No, I continued. I believed in myself. I said, I must get a degree. I must, and even a master's degree. I applied in London College for a master's in clinical trials, because now I was involved in clinical trials. And I had no scholarship, but I could save and struggle and save. Remember, by that time, I already had children. By the way, my firstborn is in UK, and he's not on scholarship. He's a boy. He's not on scholarship. Yeah, but we struggle with my husband and struggle and pay him school fees. We are trying our best, but it's all about believing in yourself, working hard, trying to learn, getting all the opportunities to learn here and there, and get a lot of knowledge. And of course, not forgetting that there is a creator. you know so anyway, I'm now blessed. I'm able to, we have a home, comfortable home. Our children are going to school and in good schools. you know Two of the first born and the second born are almost out of school now. They're about to get jobs. I'm sure they will. And it's not really little school fees. For example, my firstborn is doing pilot studies and aeronautic engineering in UK. Very expensive, but we are managing to pay his dues. I'm traveling from my job. I'm traveling in multiple countries. I've visited the USA. I've visited the UK. I've been in Netherlands. I've been in West Africa. I've been in South Africa. I've been in Southern African countries. I've been in all East African countries. And with all that travel, there's none that I pay from my pocket. It's my job. And I'm very much appreciative. I'm happy and grateful that I can, manage to do that. But why? Because of education. What I really urge you is to believe in yourself. Try to get as much information as possible. And I think I'll stop here. I love you all. Please get motivated and continue watching Nakalema, Sherifa Nakalema's videos, talk shows, so that at least you can also get something out of it. Believe in yourself. Yeah, till next time. Bye for now.
So, what do you think? She's a true go-getter. If you saw what she's dealing with, like right now, her mother had cancer, her mother had COVID, in the hospital, out of the hospital, in the hospital, out of the hospital. The money, everything that's going on. When I see what she does, I say, how do you do it? How do you do it? She's a true go-getter. In fact, she's in our group too, the Facebook group. She doesn't have much time to show up, but she shows up a lot in my videos here because when I say, come, I have to share something. These are the people who first came to my channel when I started it. So sometimes I pick people. I say, I want you to be my number this, my number this. So when it was to 10, I was coming to $10,000 dollars subscribers. I say, you know what, Haniphah, I want you to be the number 10,000 subscriber. So you go remove yourself from my channel. I'm going to watch these numbers. When it comes to the 10, there's a counter. For those of you YouTubers, if you don't know, in the analytics, there's a counter where I can show you as they're subscribing. It goes, it adds. So I was watching it. When it was just one left, I said, be on your phone. I'm going to call you. Come become number subscribe again. She had removed herself. She was number 10,000. That's how much I love her and support her. We support each other. Anything. I could call her in the night. She could call me in time. As she tells her, like those troubles she does, I always know where she is. She knows where I am, whether it's night or day. It's beautiful. So please, when you have a friend like that, when you have a potential, because some of you watching are young, please don't be careless with those kind of people. People who are not going to be jealous of what you're doing, who are happy for you, who are supportive, please. And a friend can be better than a brother, can be better than a sister, can be better than a mother or father, because a friend, if this is a good friend, they're going to be with you through it all. Having children, children are getting married, children finishing school, getting married, getting divorced, whatever is going on, the friend is always there. You are sick, you lost a parent, you lost someone, that friend is always there. The consistent person. You see what I mean? So please take care of those relationships. And I'm hoping that you found something to keep you going whatever is going with you, especially young people. There is a lot you can do. Please don't give up. Don't give up yet. Opportunities are happening, and keep close here because, like, for example, one of the opportunities that even happened last year, America has the lottery. They have what they call the lottery. You just apply, and then when your number is picked, you can process to come to USA with papers. What makes America hard is you come here and you're not allowed to work. Now, if you came through that way, and now they raise Uganda's numbers, they are bringing more Ugandans. You come and you work. That's beautiful. Some of us, it was so hard to get to being allowed to work. So the qualification, you have to have a passport. Before, they didn't have, they allow you and then you process your passport later. Now, you have to have a passport. So if you're thinking about doing this, you have to have a passport ready. You have to have at least high school. You have to not have those long-term diseases. They check your health. And actually simple. Education level, health level, and then you have to have your passport. Then you just put in an application. So that's what I'm saying, stay close to me. Because when these things are happening, I normally share. I talk about it. I think it's about to happen again. I talk about it, and last year I shared. Those go-getters, the ones that I talk about that they don't do stuff, they apply. Now that they're not active in my group, I don't even know. They're not even active on this channel. I don't know if they even know that results came out. So I shared everything. They applied. So keep close. Opportunities come. Even the stuff we are doing here. Okay? Keep coming. But to be in my Facebook group now, you have to be very active here. I have to see your name. Then you're active when you do premieres, you're active when you do live. I have to see the go-getter in you first this time. I'm tired of putting in people and removing them. If you feel like you are that kind of person, I'd love to have you close because we are people, we take action. Think about all those years that you have lived without taking steps, life will stay the same. If you don't take any step, if Haniphah didn't take the step, if she, like after S5, she could have decided she had to look for those opportunities. That's how she got to know that there is free education over here. And she took it on. At that time, teachers were not respected when she was learning to be a teacher. But every opportunity that comes, take it on, because it takes you a step ahead. Well, think about all those years that if you don't do it, what's going to happen? You're going to be there, even when you have a job, I say please, like the way she was doing it, still looking for another opportunity. Some companies are good. You can be there and train in there. You get to the top through promotion. That's a good thing. Whenever they are training, always be curious, always learn. Please, don't keep it the same. You can make your life much, much better. So that's our message today. Please, what do you think? Give it a thumbs up for Haniphah. She's going to be watching this video to see how people are reacting. Please add comments. When we don't come from premieres, you tend not to add comments. You just watch and leave. Please add comments. What do you think about her story? Encourage her, because I want her to be a YouTuber. I think she has a lot of knowledge. If she started a YouTube channel, she can share a lot of the things she's doing. Leave a comment for me. Like it, share it. Like I always end them, I say, take very good care of yourself. Take very good care of families. Take very good care of your health. Take a step to a better you. Bye-bye.